we're back here at Edenville Dam at about 100 feet in altitude, flying directly towards the emergency auxiliary spillway here in the left-hand side of the screen. It was a very cold day out there. I think with wind chill it was down to -10, so you won't see a lot of work crews out there. It's been affecting progress, I'm sure, a little bit with how cold temperatures have been, but things are still progressing forward. You might also notice the cold temperatures effects on the drone. You might see a little bit of jello in the video. The dampeners for the stabilization of the gimbal on the drone are made out of rubber material, and when those get cold, they do not absorb the vibrations from the drone as much. So you might see a little bit of that jello vibrations entering the screen, but it so far is looking like it's doing pretty good. Drone is probably not meant for these cold of temperatures readily. You can see right here, this view is of the concrete that has been poured. The last time we were out there, they were still tying in rebar in the center of that form. So that's been completely poured. Looks like it's setting up and curing nicely. Over here on the left-hand side, we can see the wall that will between the main spillway and the emergency auxiliary spillway. Crane is going ahead and flying in something right now. And we'll spin around here and be able to check these out a little bit further. Probably only about 50 feet in altitude now. See the forms that are in place. Emergency spillway up in the top hand right side. And the rebar that is in place here. So you can kind of see the whole progression here of how they form the rebar in these walls. Put up the forms around them, pour them full of concrete, and then let them set up and remove those forms. Rebar is kind of just able to see where that wall will be when that's fully poured. A lot of work happening over here on the auxiliary emergency spillway. Looks like they're almost halfway done and complete with pouring these main slabs. You can see the baffle blocks down on the right hand side. We'll come down and check out those very shortly, but looks like they have some preparation in place of putting these tarps out to keep the snow from entering where the concrete yet needs to be poured, where this rebar is at the bottom of the screen. We'll drop in altitude a little bit further, probably only 10 feet above the spillway now. Baffle blocks, looks like some are complete, some have forms around them, but the ones right there in the center of the screen looks like they've already been completely had the forms removed and are done. And then these ones over here on this side of the screen shows like they have the forms in place but yet have not been poured full of concrete. And up at the top of the screen, we can see some with rebar, but yet not having the forms in place. Also looks like there's some mini baffle blocks right between the bottom of the spillway and the baffle blocks. I'm sure those have a different terminology, so if you know what those ones are called, let me know in the comment section down below. They are just very, very small, and I'm sure they're meant to do the same thing as dissipate the energy before that water flows over the sill and goes downriver. Stops a little bit more of that erosion from happening. Here we go, flying up towards the north. We'll check out the lake bed. Looks like there's just a lot of sand staged out here in this area. No excavator like there was last time we were out here. So I'm guessing they just stockpiled this sand in case they need it in the future. Again, I'm sure a lot of these people whose houses are over here on the right-hand side appreciate the sand being taken away, as it means the lake bed, the water depth will be a little bit deeper in front of their houses when this lake returns. So, as for the upcoming milestones on the dams, pouring the auxiliary spillway concrete on the base slab and slopes at Edenville, you can see a lot of that progress that has been happening right now that we just flew over. You can check out the Tittabawassee River. Frozen, pretty solid right now. It is a river though, so you got to watch going out there. I think there's been a couple people fishing in areas that do not have as high a flow, and that depth of ice is probably a little thicker. I know on my pond we have at least 12 inches of ice, so that cold weather has definitely been impacting Michigan in this area. Other installing milestones were the coffer dam on the tobacco side at Edenville Dam. We'll check on that at the end of this video. Again, we'll fly over to the Tobacco River Dam side and see that there's been a lot of progress over there since the last time I was out here as well. Pouring the primary spillway concrete at Secord and Smallwood Dam. That work is ongoing, and I have those videos filmed. I'm working on editing them right now. So Secord Dam video will be the very next video that I post, I promise. And then after that one will be a Smallwood Dam update. So those will be the next two videos that I go ahead and edit and upload, as well as installing the crest gate at Smallwood Dam. That could have already been installed at the time of me filming this voiceover, but when I was out there filming last week, it was not. We are directly over the top of Edenville Dam in this shot at 400 feet in altitude, just getting that bird's eye perspective, checking out the main spillway on the right-hand side where the water is currently flowing through, and we'll come over here and check out the emergency auxiliary spillway as well. As for what has happened on this Edenville Dam so far, the construction progress continued with the auxiliary spillway stilling basin slabs and the slope spillway concrete mats. Those were completed in November. That's what you were just seeing in that view. The main Tittabawassee spillway footings are complete, and the forms and rebar were placed for this first spillway pier. So that's what we checked out right at the very beginning of the video. That has already been poured full of concrete. Work started on the downstream access roads and lower sill demolition on the Tobacco River side, which we'll check out very shortly. And there's a barge and crane out there that was put in place to install a cofferdam to stop that water flowing through certain areas. In this view, we can see where the river has been redirected, and a lot of work has been put in place to install riprap on each side of the riverbed to stop that erosion from happening. That was happening. This work was completed a couple months ago now. It looks like it's holding up nicely. We're not seeing any erosion happening there from the river flow. You can see where most of that flow is coming through right here, that the ice is not able to form due to the high flow rate from the Tittabawassee River in this area. We'll also check out this area over on the right-hand side. When the Edenville Dam earthen embankment failed back in 2020, a lot of water went flowing through this area and kind of created a log jam with all that timber on the bottom right-hand side of the screen. So it looks like they're clearing up a little bit of that. They planted some new pine trees over there on the right-hand side of the screen as well. Also in this view, you can see the riprap that has been installed in the river channel. So that has been installed on the right-hand side to push the flow of water to the left-hand side in this view, stopping a lot of that erosion from happening as well to the riverbank. Of course, if we have a high flow event, that riprap will overtop and be able to pass the normal flows that would normally be going through there. Again, checking out the main spillways here. A lot of that work completed with some concrete forms already being removed from the piers. And this riprap looks very icy. And the dam that was installed to create that or keep that sediment from flowing downriver looks like it is doing its job. Over here on the Tobacco River Dam side, again, you can see the crane on the north side of the dam. Last time we were out here, they were installing the seawall. So it looks like they might still be doing that cofferdam that is being installed. But also now down here on the bottom side of the screen, we can see that excavator is going ahead and removing more of the base slab. Looks like almost all of the sill here at the Tobacco River Dam has been completely removed. And now they're starting to remove that base slab. It looks like they had some riprap there as well. So that is all being removed. The right-hand side of the dam almost completely dewatered so that they can start working there. We'll drop in altitude a little bit further so we can see this work a little bit better. It's like all that flow is passing through the left-hand spillway. They have stop logs in the right two spillways. Still a decent amount of water flowing through on the right-hand side, but that's not too bad there. Again, the crane up there to the north, going ahead, still installing the cofferdam to try to stop the water from flowing through this area. Once they get that complete, I'm guessing they could probably start doing some of the concrete work here, pouring the base for the spillways that will be installed in the coming years. Thanks for watching, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Also, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos I will be posting, and leave your questions, comments, and suggestions below. As always, I just want to give a massive thanks to the people who support me on Patreon. Never underestimate the value of your contribution to keeping this channel going. Thank you.